Yes. Oh, sorry. Hi there. Welcome to another new week, and we welcome you today to our 12 o'clock lunch hour prayer. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Joyce Izejioha from Powerhouse Ministry, and today we'll be discussing on accountability, the courage to see. Accountability is our topic for this month, and we started our series for the past 2 weeks. Now we'll be discussing accountability, the courage to see. Last week we discussed from the spiritual aspect, but this week we'll be looking at the technical aspects as business owners or as entrepreneurs. Now let's say a word of prayer before we go into our topic for today. In Jesus' name, Father, we bless your name for bringing your children here today. We thank you for each and every soul that is watching or has tuned in to listen to the words that will come out from your daughter today. Father, we pray that every single word will help them one way or the other. They may be having problems in their businesses, and will also give them strategic plans in making sure their businesses will go from strength to strength. We thank you for today. Thank you for using me as an instrument to serve your children. Father, may your name be praised. And so I want to welcome every single person who has joined us to this our 12 o'clock lunch hour prayer. Today we'll be looking at accountability, the courage to see from the technical aspects as business owners or as entrepreneurs. As an entrepreneur or a business owner, we need to know that proper accounting equals to growth of business. When your accounts are proper, when your accounts are accurate, it means that there will be growth in your business. This is one thing that many of us really find it hard to maintain, even as startup entrepreneurs. Now, managing costs, cash flows, invoices, vendors, and payrolls are all part of owning businesses, that each and every entrepreneur needs to know. As an entrepreneur, you need to know how to manage cash flow. You need to know how to manage your costs. You need to know how to manage invoices. You need to know how to manage clients, vendors, investors, your partners, your clientele, as many as they are. As an entrepreneur, you need to know how to manage all this. Now, businesses, you may not have the budget to hire an accountant or someone who is financially literate in handling the accounts, but you can also do this even as an entrepreneur, even as a startup business owner. There are some skills that you can acquire, there's some knowledge that you can have in maintaining your account as a business owner. When you do this, when you're able to maintain all your accounts accurately, when you're able to do the right thing and maintain all your accounts accurately, you'll be able to relate or converse with potential partners, converse with potential clients, potential investors who are ready to invest in your business. Now, with this, I'm going to give us some of the accounting skills that startup entrepreneurs or business owners should have, even as they are about to venture into a business or the other. Now, the first one is managing cash flow. Cash, they say, is king. Cash is king in everything that you're doing. Cash is very vital. Cash proves to be one of the most critical assets to any company or organization. Without cash, you can't grow in your business. You need cash to have income. Your income is also cash. You need cash to buy equipment. You need cash to pay your employees. You need cash to invest more in other business ideas. Now, cash itself serves as a fuel to your company's engine. That's why, as an entrepreneur, you need to understand inflow and outflow. It's a phrase we always say, there is no business that is too small. It is just that if you say it is small, then it's small. But when you're starting up your business from the scratch, know that the business will eventually venture into a big organization. And for you to manage the organization, you have to start from this little stage or the storming stage. Start maintaining the cash flow of your business. Where am I getting income from? Where are the income coming in this my business? Where is it going to? What am I spending the money on? Be able to record all those in your account. Okay, so gave me this amount of money, or this person invested in this and invested in my business. I got this so amount in my business, and this is the total income I got in my business. But what did I now spend it on? Did I buy equipment that I do not need? Or the things that I spent it on, how have they improved, or how have they added to the value of my business? How have they grown my business to an extent? That is managing cash flow. And then the next one is maintaining a balance sheet. At the end of every month, any organization, a business owner, an entrepreneur, you must have a balance sheet. A balance sheet describes the health of your business. Are you running at a loss, or are you running at a profit? That is what balance sheet helps you to do. Balance sheet gives you a vivid description of where your business is at the current time. If you don't have a balance sheet, then I believe that is one skill that you need to go and learn. You need to learn how to balance your accounts. What are the things that you've done in the businesses? Is your business running at a loss? That is the question you need. That is what balance sheet will answer to you. And my business, is the business I'm running at a loss or a profit? Balance sheet will give you a vivid explanation. When your income is more than your expense, it means that you're actually running on a surplus. It means that, for that particular month, I actually made more profits in my business. But when you see that the expense is more than that of your income, it means that you're running your business at a deficit. It means that you actually spent more than you're supposed to spend. You spend more than your income. It means that you've even owed people, you've borrowed money, or you've loaned money from people, and you're owing people. That is what balance sheet helps you to do. Now, as a business owner, you need to know how to balance your business, balance your accounts, which is one skill that will say that all business owners should actually learn, all startup business owners and entrepreneurs should actually learn. And then the next one is communicating about money. Communicating about money, this is a very, very vital and crucial aspect of being an entrepreneur. Most of us, we don't even know how, even as we've started our business, from the scratch, we do not know how we have spent the business. Maybe you're an entrepreneur and you just started your business like 2 weeks ago, and in that exact time you invested 1,000 naira, and you cannot even give account of where 100 naira went to, where 200 naira went to, where 300 naira went to. You need to be able to give account of that. You need to know how to communicate money, because when you go and maybe project your idea to an investor, he's not looking at all the stories that you want to give to him. He's looking at your figures. He's looking at how diligent you are in recording your figures, recording every single transaction that has been made. How have you recorded it? What have you done? Where have you invested the money? Giving the investor a clear explanation, like a clear explanation of what your numbers are, or what your numbers are saying. Did you make a loss at this particular time? Did you make gain? Did you make profit, at this particular time? That is what it means to communicate, being able to communicate money, communicating about money. Don't just do things because you want to do them. Be diligent enough to record every transaction, no matter how little it is. Your business may be at the starting point. Do not think that that's where the business will end. The business may be small now, but think big, dream big, because that organization will surely grow. That little business that you think is very little, it will surely grow. And if you cannot give account of where the money went in, or where the money came from and where it went in, then you're going to have issues when the business has grown big. Learn to communicate about money. Learn to communicate about money. Have a record, have a book where you record, these are the income that came in, this is where I got money from. It may be your business may be 2 weeks old. It doesn't matter. Make sure you record every day. Okay, Uncle this gave me money to start this business. Uncle this also invested in this. Write it down. Write every single thing down. And then write your expense. Oh, I transported myself to this. Oh, I used this amount to buy this equipment because I needed it to gain more money in my business. That is how you communicate about money. Do not think or take anything for granted. Make sure it is recorded. Every money spent should be given account of, should be accounted for, sorry. Every money spent should be accounted for. And then another point is forecasting the future of your business. Budgeting, planning, it is very vital. Every business should always grow. You should have it at the back of your mind as an entrepreneur that your business needs to grow. Your business cannot remain at the same place every time. It has to grow. Plan, sit down with, maybe it may be your partner, or an employee that you have, maybe one or two. Sit down with them, plan with them. Okay, these are our income for this year. This is what we made. This is where our income comes from. This is where all the income that we made this year. These are the list of where it came from. Categorize each and every one of them. Maybe, and the best way to do this is to use an Excel spreadsheet, which we thank God for the invention of an Excel spreadsheet, so you don't always have to use books. Categorize your income. Okay, this is what came in. Categorize it at this place. Okay, these were gifts, money from gifts. These were profits made from the business. These were money coming from the investors. When you categorize it, give each and every one of them column, and then you move to the expenditure. Okay, categorize each and every expenditure. These are what we spent repairing equipment. These are what we spent getting equipment. These are what we spent fixing equipment, or maybe giving dispatch riders to distribute goods, or maybe giving out gifts, or maybe doing like a promo. These are what we spent in our expenses. So that when you do this, you say, okay, this is what we did. This is our budget. This is our budget for this year, and this is what we actualized this year. And then you procrastinate, you forecast your budget and say, okay, this is what we hope to achieve next year. This is the income we hope to achieve next year. When you do this and you have it in front of you, it will help you and put you on a direct path of make your mind razor sharp on where you want to go, or what you really want to achieve in the next year. That is why we should all, as an entrepreneur, learn to forecast, learn to plan and budget. Budgeting for the future of your business is very vital, and let us not miss out on this point. Let us not miss out on this point, that we should always know that budgeting will help us. It will help us know where our business is going to. It will help us grow our businesses in the future. And also, we'll be hosting a program that's EDIA next year, and we'll be giving nuggets and strategies on how business owner can help themselves grow their business, even as it's in the forming stage. In the EDIA program, we'll be giving different strategies, we'll be giving points, we'll be inviting guests to also come and speak on how they started their own business, how they started from the forming stage to the storming stage, and how they have stabilized it, even with the challenges at hand. Have they been able to maintain their investors, maintain the clients, how they've been able to make their profits. They will give us vivid explanation of how they maintain their accounts, their books, and how they kept record of everything that they did, even from when they started the business. And the date of this event will be related to us later on in this week, or before the end of this year. We will also give you the date of when we'll be having that training or that teaching. And so I want to thank every single person who took out time to join us today. I believe that the points that has been mentioned here, or the point that has been related to you, will help you one way or the other, in your business, even as a startup entrepreneur. I believe that every point that has been mentioned here, which is managing of cash flow, maintaining a balance sheet, communicating about money, being able to communicate about money, and forecasting for the future, which is planning and budgeting. I hope this point will help us one way or the other in everything that we're doing as business owner or as startups entrepreneur. And I pray that the good Lord help us as we have listened today, that we'll put all this into practice. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope to meet you same time here. Join us tomorrow, 12 noon at lunch hour prayer.